All right, boys. Let me get the link shared here. Said we're gonna go to Colorado next week for softball. After that's when I'll start to get on Fanatics Live more at night. I don't want to start I want to get in a schedule. Um, but I don't want to start that schedule, get rolling with it, and then be gone because I'm literally leaving Wednesday night. I am gonna bring some stuff for the Facebook group with me though, so I don't think we won't be breaking at all. Obviously, some midnight football. We'll probably bring some other stuff. Maybe some baseball stuff. So I appreciate y'all. But yeah. Let me see. All right, there you go, Casey. I'm sure you're popping in. I just want to make sure that you, since it's your first time breaking with us, that you know where it's at. Give everybody a second to get in here. We kind of filled this one almost immediately, so give everybody a second to pop in here. Should have sleeves. Should have this. So anybody not familiar with Midnight, it's a 3. So they do this with all the products or all the different sports. They've had Midnight UFC. They've had Midnight basketball. Now they have Midnight football. I'm hoping they make Midnight. Hey, how you doing, Casey? I'm hoping they make Midnight baseball. We'll see if they make it or not. Not 100% sure. I'd love to see it though. But essentially, it's going to be 3 autographs. It's 7 cards total. My best comparison would be Obsidian. If you collect Obsidian football, Obsidian basketball, that's probably what I would compare it to the most product wise. If we're going to compare it to any product. I think that's probably literally about the same thing, just a couple more autographs. Because if you think about it, with Panini, 7 cards, it's normally 2 autographs and a memorabilia, right? So, but at least with Topps, most of the guys sign, and if they don't, they actually fulfill their redemptions, and they're not going to get shitty points. So there's that positive of the difference between that and Obsidian. I think, well, with 7 guys, that might be most of the guys that are in the break. A couple guys with multiple teams. I will run the same thing back tomorrow out of the same case, just so you guys know. Not going to let anybody times 2 or anything like that, but I will run the same format, same price, same everything. Out of the same case, so it is just like I said, 1 pack, 7 cards. Good luck to everybody. If you have any questions about the checklist, probably should have asked before we started breaking it, or before you got in if you were curious. But in general, I'm always open to answer questions as well. We're going to have Midnight, Luke Kuechly to start us off. Not numbered, just the base Luke Kuechly. All these cards, I'll at least throw a sleeve on them. I mean, it's only, like I said, 7 cards per box. Hey, how you doing, Brian? Next up, we have the Constellations, Leggett and Bryce Young, Midnight. Hopefully, these guys end up connecting a little bit more this coming year. For the Panthers fans, at least. The Panthers have been dry. First overall pick, Bryce Young gave up a lot for him. He looked like he was coming to. At the back end of last year. We have 149 out of 149. Midnight, Joey Porter. That's going to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Surprised nobody took him, so somebody got him in the random, and that's going to be Chris Burleson. Leggett and somebody did take the Panthers. That was Charlie, the Panthers pick. We're going to have the 21 out of 75 Star Studio Michael Vick. So I was a little leery with UFC because I didn't think the designs were that great. I think they did a lot better in basketball and even improved upon it in football. So that's nice to see that they are working their way up the food chain for these. We're going to have Spencer Rattler on the base autograph for the Saints. It wouldn't be a Charm City Breaks football break, a little Spencer Rattler. It's going to go to Billy in his first break in the group. Billy Truax. And let's get into our next autograph. And it's going to be a little throwback for the Eagles. Ron Jaworski on the base. And that's going to go to J.D. Brewer. I think a lot of people, I mean, probably not people that are a little bit older than me, but I would think a lot of people like my generation and down only think Ron Jaworski was an announcer. Like I bet you would ask Roddy and them, they have no clue who Ron Jaworski is as a football player. Then we got Johnny Wilson here as the last card, the Stroke of Midnight. And nice little hit there. Johnny Wilson for the Eagles as well. That's going to be the first box. No huge names. We do have a half case of this up. I think the pricing on it's pretty good for a half case. Obviously, I have a ×2 option for it. I guess, what do you guys think of the product? Yeah, I know they want the best autograph. So that's the only downside of the small breaks, Brian, is there's no chance of necessarily hitting like a huge card. I'm sure in the case there's something. A couple big cards, I was gonna say. Look, you're the starting quarterback for the Saints. Rookie card. You never know. I mean, at one point in time, Spencer Rattler was supposed to be the a top pick. So we have Tyler Nubin. Gonna go to Richard Hammonds on the Midnight. Just rookie card, I'll top load it. Just part of the base set. We have Nightball Bryce Young for the Carolina Panthers. Go to Charlie. The cards are definitely pretty. I think I'm going to try to continually run football breaks and see if we can maybe get some mixers filled up. Because now I'm getting in some optic and some stuff like that. Not like necessarily optic hobby. Well, I do have select hobby boxes, but not anything crazy optic hobby boxes or anything. But I do have H2s. I do have some megas that have guaranteed autographs in them, which might as well just be hobby boxes at that point. 40 out of 99 on the Chris Braswell for the Buccaneers. I know you hate Rattler. I'm a little high on Rattler, but I just see a lot. I see a ton of potential. I don't know if you feel that. We got a nice Drake May for the Patriots. We ended up getting the Patriots in random. Richard with the Patriots on the Drake May. Doesn't look to be numbered. Get a patch auto, McMillan. 42 out of 75 for the Buccaneers. And this is a pretty card on the RPA for the Bucks. That's going to go to Jason Sliker. I don't know if I put them in the same box. I was going to say, yeah, Jalen McMillan, back-to-back Jalen McMillans. For the Buccaneers. I was also thinking about either trying to load it on Fanatics Live or maybe trying to load it on here, a couple case break. We have an 8 out of 20 Sean Alexander. A little bit of a biblical inscription. Showing a little personality. It's a sick looking card too, man. 8 out of 20. That's going to go to the Seahawks. And that's Chris Arndt for the Hawks. That's going to be the break. Like I said, it's only 14 cards total. Let's do a quick recap of everything. I'll just go through the whole break since it's only a few cards. But I was thinking about maybe doing like pick your player of midnight, maybe like 5 cases, 6 cases. I have a ton of cases. They gave me 20 cases of it, so even do like a pick your player with like a case or resurgence. Let's say we can do like a case of resurgence and we can do like a case of chrome, case of resurgence, and a couple cases of midnight too to just mix it up. Say we have a Drake May on the midnight. I have Joey Porter. I have Signature Class too, which is a pretty good product. Joey Porter on the midnight at 149. We have Bryce Young and Xavier Leggett on the Constellations. Bryce Young on the Night Ball. We have the star-studded, I said Studios earlier, star-studded Mike Vick out of 75 for the Falcons. We have Chris Braswell out of 99 for the Buccaneers. Johnny Wilson on the autograph, stroke of midnight. We have Spencer Rattler on the base autograph. And we have Ron Jaworski on the base autograph. Jalen McMillan on the base auto. Rookie, we got Jalen McMillan RPA out of 75. And then we have Sean Alexander, 8 out of 20 for the Seahawks. And that's going to be the break, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Congratulations to those that hit, those that did, and hopefully better luck next time. Like I said, we'll run the same format tomorrow. I think the price for what you could get is pretty decent. However, like I said, it can be a little tough sometimes too in these smaller breaks. In general, Midnight's like a hit product. I mean, it's 7 cards. Like I said, it's very, very, very similar to Obsidian. Like I go grab a box of Obsidian football or basketball, and it's a 7-card box with some numbered parallels, 2 autographs, and 1 memorabilia. So I think this is like Topps direct competition to Obsidian. I think that's the point of these. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Like I said, we'll run this tomorrow. We have the half case that's up. And also, I'll probably take a poll to see like if we want to run a pick your player ball midnight, or we want to like a pick your player and mix some different types of football. If we want to try to run a pick your player, if we don't have a lot of interest for it, I'll probably just post one on Fanatics Live. They seem to really like pick your players there and see if Justin can fill it throughout the week while he's doing auction starts. But I appreciate y'all as always. You guys have a good night. Be safe. Hopefully everybody had a good Pokemon Destined Rivals release day, Midnight Football. Lorcana came out. If you guys need any Pokemon, you guys need any personal boxes, even if you want to, for your own collection, just to get them sealed and rip them yourself, please let me know. I'll give you a good deal. I promise you I'll at least match Topps what the original price is normally, but I can beat anybody else. If it's like Dave and Adams or whoever else you see, there's something you want, let me know and I'll beat their price. Appreciate y'all as always. You guys have a good night.